This week, we're in Istanbul, one of the most layered cities on Earth. The old meets new, split between two continents. It's an awesome place. Also a great place to talk on the camera to yourself. Anyways, so there's a lot to do there, but at the end of the trip, we decided it was time to go to see ancient Ephesus. So we left Istanbul, had some McDonald's, and went to the airport, but not before getting some ice cream. Turkey has the strangest ice cream stands, maybe literally in the world. Okay, it's also an awesome place. Let's go. Hey guys, good morning. We are in Turkey right now. Has to be flight domestically from Istanbul to Izmir, then back to Istanbul later today. We're comparing Pegasus Airlines, low-fare carrier, with Turkish Airlines. We're flying business class back on Turkish tonight to see how it stacks up. So I slept for like an hour, and then we were up and on our way to Sabiha Gökçen, the smaller of Istanbul's airports, to clear security, get into the terminal, and then had to check in, got a boarding pass, confirm my bag was okay to get on in the cabin, and then cleared actual security, which was, well, really busy, very fast. Then went to Starbucks because coffee. There was a priority pass lounge. I didn't get to go, but did make it to the gate, and it was actually one of the first on the plane. So our A321neo was beautiful and brand new, and it was really pretty austere, but the cabin was great. Found my seat in row 8. Just boarded the flight to Izmir. Boarding just completed, so we're going to turn this off in a minute. But we're on a brand new A321neo. It just came in from Cologne in Germany. Now it's taking us down on the domestic hop to Izmir. Pretty bare bones cabin in the best way. Advertising, not a lot of leg room, no recline. Yeah, they're moving trolleys back and forth, which is kind of cool. It's like catering, but the wrong trolleys, or rather carts, in the front of the cabin. We're closing the door now. We'll see you once we're airborne. The ads in the cabin were kind of awesome. The legroom was tight, and our takeoff was right on time, which was awesome. And then we were in the air. Again, it's a really fast flight, so there was enough time for me to get up and use the restroom while the seatbelt sign was off, the bathroom itself. Mad props. It was a great Airbus bathroom, which is pretty normal, but like well-maintained for a low-fare airline, especially soap. Way to go, Pegasus. Awesome soap. Then went back to my seat because it was time for the onboard service. They did a full service. Again, buy on board. I didn't actually buy the sandwich. It came with my fare. I didn't eat it. They said you should keep it for later. So I did. And then it was time to get off because we landed. Well, we made it. We're in Izmir. And not just that, we're like 20 minutes early. Pegasus Airlines crushed it. I mean, like in a non-literal sense. In fact, it was just a very nice flight, which was kind of awesome. They did a like semi-complete onboard service, at least in the front half of the cabin. The crew was super kind, and I think we're all just happy to be in Izmir early. That's awesome. The product itself, totally fun to try. And was it reasonable? Yeah. We all paid like very low fares. And it was a total low fare product. So way to go, Pegasus. We're going out, we're coming back, we're flying back on Turkish Airlines. We're gonna see how the two compare. I can't wait. Let's go. After landing, we made our way through Izmir's beautiful terminal and their baggage claim, which was empty but awesome. Found our tour guide. She was amazing. Drove an hour to Ephesus. It was also unbelievable. So unbelievable that I decided I needed to go full Samantha Brown with the Travel Channel. So just wait for this. Hi, Tommy Obenchain with you in Ephesus, where we're glad to show you not just the ruins, but the ruins. This top middle section of a column that was used here in Ephesus to create columns built out of straight marble, beautiful roadways to complement not just a great place to live, but a great place to tour. We're gonna keep walking this way, but we're gonna turn the camera off because we don't wanna fall. The ground's a little uneven, and that's part of the fun. Okay, that was a little weird, but we made it back to the airport after driving an hour, and actually was able to get on earlier flights. So this is a cool fact. When you're traveling domestically in Turkey on Pegasus Airlines, or in my instance on Turkish Airlines, you can stand by for a flight 4 hours early, and if there's a seat, they just give it to you at check-in. So that was neat. There was a business class lounge. I didn't visit it. I'm sorry. It was just too short. So I went straight on the plane. Look, there's our 737. Made it in from Istanbul. So then it was like time to line up. They actually, the gate agents were really kind. They were like, you're in business class. Just get on for everyone. So I did. And wow, the cabin was just beautiful. I can't believe like they turned this thing around and it was so clean. And then like, this is a 40-minute flight and we're on this airplane with, I mean, this extraordinary cabin. And then the pre-departure beverage service, incredible. Hey guys, we're back. Literally on an airplane. We're going back to Istanbul now, and we're on Turkish Airlines on this segment of the journey. Not just on Turkish, but in business class, which is really fun. It's a cool short haul product. We got a 15-minute flight ahead of us, and we're on a 9-year-old 737-800. This route is fun. It's obviously short, but they serve a full kind of snack service. They did a really lovely pre-departure beverage service. I'm excited to have some tea once we're in the air, and they got Wi-Fi on board. TV's in your seat because this is one of the regional 737s. It's got like the big recliner business class chairs, which is kind of Turkish's norm, and they are unique in Europe for that. Mad props to them. And, oh yeah, I want to make the point. This is so cool. This route is really largely served by 737s and A321s, but then, at least right now, there's one rotation in the evening that's being flown by a 777-300, which I just think is so cool. So that's kind of awesome. Anyways, we're about to get airborne, 50 minutes en route to Istanbul. I'm fired up. Very different than flying short-haul low-cost on Pegasus. A fun contrast, to be sure, and just great to be on Turkish on this flight today. So let's get in the air. We'll see how it is. Okay, bluntly, this flight was amazing. And I mean, they gave us a menu. We pushed back right on time, and then they screened the safety video before we taxied out for a very easy departure out of Izmir on this just beautiful day we're flying, to be sure. Here's what blew my mind, though. Okay, so beautiful departure. I already said that. I'm sorry. It just was really stunning. I mean, look, I'm on pause. Yeah, it's so pretty. It's just incredible. Incredible Mediterranean flying. And the best part is that, like, Turkish just goes to town. You know, the full send, like, hey, here's like menu and drinks and a meal. Well, kind of a snack, but it was very nice. And this is a 40-minute flight. I mean, American can barely get a beverage service done in the premium cabin between Dallas and Austin. And this is shorter geographically. And Turkish serves a meal. So thumbs up to Turkish. Way to go. Legroom was expansive. And then a really fun, just very pleasant approach into Istanbul's new international airport, where we landed early. It was good we landed early because the airport is so big that we taxied for, I'm not kidding, 15 minutes. It was like we were driving to Istanbul. But the taxi was really fun. Saw some cool aircraft, of course, which was great. And then made our way to the gate for what was actually still an on-time arrival. Props. Well, look where we are. Istanbul, we made it. Gosh, that was a cool and just awesome short-haul flight. I feel like Turkish Airlines kind of intersected like what U.S. carriers could do, because they had seats that kind of felt like you're on a U.S. carrier, with like the catering experience that's kind of akin to a European carrier, insofar as like it was wonderful. It wasn't like it was perfect. It was actually just super great for that long of a flight. But I'm thinking about like this is the bar that you're kind of trying to exceed. Like Singapore Airlines or Cathay Pacific, Qatar Airways for sure, Emirates, any of those guys, on their super short haul flying, they're like offering a full bar and a fuller menu. But on balance, for a domestic flight, which like none of those airlines I decided to have, that was probably the best domestic flight experience maybe in the world. And that's a little strong. You can kind of nitpick it with me, but big comfortable recliner seat, a like true kind of meal-worthy snack service, and then a really lovely, albeit reduced, drink list. It was great, so much fun. Also, like super fun use of points. That was 10,000 Miles&Smiles points, which I transferred from Capital One. So it was a really good deal. They actually, it's interesting, Turkish matches low-cost carriers insofar as the just, you know, economy fares are concerned. In business, it's like 3 or 4 times as much. And in the best way, I'm glad I wasn't paying for it, because I didn't have to, because I had great points to use instead, and that was a great value. So great value on the flight, great value this morning for sure on Pegasus. Which one did I like more? Turkish all the way. Would I do Turkish again in business class domestically in Turkey? Yes, 100%. Total delight, fun to be back at Istanbul's massive airport. We landed like 15 minutes ago, then had just this like ginormous taxi to the gate, but then pulled right in. We're here, carry-on bags are with me, so I'm going straight to the hotel, and then we're gonna keep flying tomorrow. But for now, it's time to get some rest. Thanks for flying with me. This has been just a delight and a really special day here in Turkey. If you haven't subscribed yet, get online, subscribe, like this video, it helps. Spread the message, we're traveling well and we're going together. I'm Tommy Obenchain. Seriously though, thank you for flying with me. I'll catch you in the next video. Also, longest walk ever from domestic arrivals, just around this extraordinarily big, beautiful, massive airport, through the baggage claim, and then to exit, which was great. Thanks again for flying with me. We'll see you in the next video.